Never. Never. I'm telling y'all some real ass shit. And I know it to be true because I used to be one of them motherfuckers that tried to justify, here's why I'm going through this, or it ain't my fault this is happening. But when I really sit down and quiet my mind and really sit down and meditate and really sit down and think about where my mindset was at and the things I used to do to people and the way I used to try to control situations and manipulate people to get what I want, I realized every struggle I went through was a direct reflection of my actions. It ain't have a fuck thing to do with no religion or no other shit going on or, oh, this is just life. It had everything to do with the way I maneuvered through life and did people. And then some of y'all who feel like y'all don't do nothing to nobody and people just do stuff to y'all, you too much of a fucking victim. It's balance with everything. Y'all don't understand with religion, with life, with relationships and everything. There is balance. You can't be too far on the submissive side and you can't be too far on the motherfucking aggressive side. You can't be too passive and you can't be too assertive. This shit got to balance itself out. Otherwise, it's always going to be a seesaw effect, bitch. You'll be up and then you'll be down. You'll be up and then you'll be down. And sometimes when you're up, it causes the other motherfucker on the other end to be down. And when they go up, your ass go down. Balance. When you balance that fucker out, what happens when two people get on a seesaw and the weight balances itself out? Bitch, we stay even. When the shit going like this, the shit is off balance. When you put a big bitch over here and a little bitch over here, this motherfucker gonna stay like this. I hope y'all understand what the fuck I'm saying. That you look what you say, those tables do turn. Hell yeah, it turn. I have to. Once I learned love, you got to be accountable, ho, for everything you say and do. You got to be accountable for everything you show your kids. You got to be accountable for everything you involve yourself in. Love, you got to be accountable for every hoe you address and you don't address. Love, you got to be accountable for what you put your attention on and what you don't. Love, you got to be accountable for every nigga you fuck and everything that come up out of it. Love, you got to be accountable for every which way you talk to a grown man or a grown bitch. Love, you got to be accountable for every dollar you make and every dollar you spend. Love, you got to be accountable for what fuck you wake up and do. Love, you have to be accountable for how you take care of your body. Love, you got to be accountable for the things that you eat and drink. Love, you got to be accountable for how much you go to the doctor or don't go to the doctor. Love, you have to be accountable for everything in your life in order for you to be who the fuck you want to be. When I realized myself, this is the amount of stuff I have to pay attention to, I realized I ain't got time to pay attention or address a pussy hoe or a pussy nigga or somebody who don't mean me no well. Some of y'all haven't realized that yet. The amount of shit you got to wake up and focus on in order to be a raw ass bitch or a raw ass nigga, that shit requires so much of your attention. You don't have time to address half the shit that go on online and off. I got to be accountable for what I do, what my kids do, what they see, what I see, where I go, who I bring around them, who